係咪再夜啲又會紫色嗰啲又好靚？
冇啦，再夜睇冇啦。
呢啲嘅色咧，知啦係咯，你係咪要白酒啊？
幾孖佬哇喂，嗱個晚霞仲靚咧，雲霞幾靚。
係啊，紫晒色好靚㗎，但係今日唔係好紫色嘅應該係。
4蚊？
哇！嗰啲晚霞好靚啊，啲雲。
喂，跟住 Cheryl 講佢上次嚟就唔係咁好天嘅，咁就唔會咁靚㗎啦。
幾多月啊佢？
唔記得啦，自己都唔記得咗。但係總之佢幾年前去都要900蚊咯。即係咪都貴咯？
係咁嘅。
會睇到你啲嘢都好
哇！不過呢邊啲雲霞都靚。哇！嗰啲霞霧幾靚。你自己去攞啦。
Drei. Bandwege.
Yeah.
Thank you.
More.
Great.
All right, we'll see how we go. How did everyone go? Did everyone enjoy their sunrise? Oh, sunset. Sorry, sunset. Excellent. Well, we're going to head closer to that magnificent rock.
But
before we do that, I better introduce you to everyone in the coach. Not everyone, but just a few of us. You want to say hello to Tony? Tony's your driver for the evening. The young lady to my right is Yumi, if you want to say hello to Yumi.
Hi
Yumi.
And my name is Dennis, but you can call me whatever you like, ladies and gents, I don't mind. We may have a competition in relation to that. If you can come up with a good name. Somebody actually called me the other day Curly. I thought Curly was a good one. So if you can come up with something, we might use that one for the evening. Actually head a little bit closer to that rock. Your barbecue site is within 2 kilometres of that that rock. So you're going to be very, very close to it. Now, we've had the guys out there for hours polishing glasses for you guys. Why do you need glasses? What do you reckon? Drinks? Yeah, we've got drinks out there waiting for you. Look, there's a plethora of drinks out there. You're going to have red wine and white wine on the table, so you guys can just go wild with the wine. The guys will even offer you some sparkling wine on your arrival. If you prefer to have beer, I think we've got bucket loads of beer, so you can go for it. We do have a limit in the amount of time that we can actually stay here, but it's not for you to worry about. We'll sort that out for you. We'll let you know what time we've got to leave. So what are you going to have? Well, a barbecue. But it's more than just your average barbecue. There's going to be more meats there than you'd usually have. Well, maybe not. I'm not too sure on that one. But you'll be able to have a bit of everything. So that'll be steak, there'll be chicken skewers, lamb sausages, garlic prawns, and kangaroo. Right, so you'll be able to have it all. I suggest try all of it. There will also be some salads there for those who like salad. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to get you there and get you fed. And what we're going to also try and do at some stage of the evening, probably towards the end of that, is give you a little bit of a star talk. Now, you had a pretty good sunset. You've got this wonderful big moon above the rock, which is pretty impressive. I was told, someone was saying that tomorrow the moon will be at its closest to the Earth, so it should be fairly bright tonight. That's a bit of a problem with the stars. It tends to play around with our stars a little bit, but we'll see how we go. We should still see them. There's not many clouds in the sky, so it should be still quite spectacular. So when we get to the parking lot where this barbecue is near, it's not going to be in the parking lot. What I'll ask you to do is actually, when you get out of the coach, there'll be 2 tables set up. Alright, so the best thing to do, what makes the best nights out here, is when you guys get to know each other and have a good time. So I suggest you say hello to the person next to you, because you'll be all seated together. Alright, and that makes a really good night when you guys actually get along really well. Once we get off there, they'll offer you some sparkling wine, and then we'll direct you to your tables where you'll be seated. Now once we sit down, I'll just need 1 minute of your time, guys, so I can actually show you where the toilets are in the area and introduce you to the guys that have been out there for hours setting up for you. Other than that, ladies and gents, there's only one thing we need to let you know. Our aim for the evening is to get you so full that we'll roll you back to the coach, and just drunk enough that you'll laugh about it. That's what we're going to try and do. So we'll leave it at that, ladies and gents. While everyone else is leaving, we're actually staying in because we've got concessions to stay in a little bit longer because of this barbecue. But just take in that rock. It's going to be fairly bright tonight because that moon's going to be above it. So you should be getting some good photos of that rock this evening. I just remembered a couple of things I need to let you know. In relation to wildlife, we don't have too much that comes out there, but at the moment we've got a very strong population of spinifex hopping mouse coming around. Now, don't be worried about them. They're just around there having a look for food. They don't climb up your legs. They don't like your shoes. They're just roaming around on the ground. What we can't do is feed them. So if we can try not to feed them, they will be around though. There'll be plenty of them around. So just be mindful of those. Occasionally we get a dingo that does come around, but he sort of sticks to himself and you don't usually get to see him that much, so don't worry about that one. If you want to leave anything on the coach, because we're just about to stop the coach very shortly, you're more than welcome to do so, but we have to let you know that it's at your own responsibility. Okay, I do suggest that if you have a jumper, bring that with you. You're going to be sitting seated outside. All right, so having a jumper is actually going to be very important. It's going to be very cool tonight. If it goes like yesterday or early this morning, it was 5 degrees this morning, so it was actually quite cool. Right, and you can see the guys, what they've set up for us now. So once we get off the coach, if you want sparkling or you want some orange juice, just grab that and then we'll show you which seat you'll be seated at. If you don't want any of those, that's fine. There's red wine and white wine on the tables for you, and we'll come around with the beers for you shortly. Massive amounts of it. Imagine a Greek guy lying down on his bed there with a couple of young virgins sitting there telling him a story with his glass of wine and his grapes and going, let me tell you about a couple of twins pointing out to these stars. And you have a look at it, do a little bit of research, and the Greeks were fine makers of wine. And they had about 17 different types of wine, and they all started this around the same time they were telling stories there. The mythical stories. It's true, have a look at it, trust me. Anyway, so the Greeks we know are very good astronomers, and they used the constellations to help them out, telling lots of stories as well. And they used to think that everything revolved around the Earth. It's very easy to see. You can see it now. We see the moon. We think everything. If you looked at it, it makes sense. However, there was a couple of things that didn't make sense, and that was the old planets. Venus, Mars, Saturn. There's a lot of ones. Sorry, I should start again. The planets that we can see with our naked eye, which is Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, Mars. All right, we can see them with the naked eye. They perplexed them because they didn't stick into the same sort of routine as everything else did. All right, so they named them gods. So for example, Jupiter up there, Saturn was the son of Zeus. Zeus was named after Jupiter, Venus, the god of love, Mars, the god of war, Mercury, the messenger. So they also then named the things that we could see the days of our week. So the moon's an easy one, Monday, Sun, Sunday, Saturn, Saturday. All right,